Welcome to A History of America's Highways, a journey through time that explores the history, impact, and future of the roads that connect us all. Have you ever been stuck in traffic and wished for a faster way to get where you're going? Well, believe it or not, there was a time when people were actually excited about the prospect of getting stuck in traffic. Can you imagine? Back in the days of horse-drawn carriages and dirt roads, getting from point A to point B was a slow and bumpy journey. But with the invention of the automobile, everything changed. Suddenly, people had the freedom to travel faster and farther than ever before. And as the number of cars on the road grew, so did the need for improved roadways. In 1921, the Federal Highway Act was passed, which led to the creation of the U.S. highway system. This system connected cities and towns across the country and paved the way for a new era of transportation. Fun fact, the U.S. highway system was the largest public works project in the world at the time, and it was all built without federal funding, but through a gasoline tax. While the U.S. highway system was a major step forward for transportation, it was only the beginning. In the next section, we'll explore how the country continued to build and improve its roadways in the years that followed. It's a story that's packed with construction booms, cultural revolutions, and even the rise of the road trip as a cherished American pastime.
After World War II, America was ready to start building again. And what better way to do that than by building the biggest, most ambitious roadway project in history, the Interstate Highway System. This system was a network of limited access, high-speed highways that crisscrossed the country and made it possible to travel from coast to coast in a matter of days. The construction of the Interstate Highway System was a massive undertaking that required years of planning and billions of dollars in funding. But when it was completed, it transformed the country in ways that no one could have imagined. Suddenly, businesses could expand to new markets, and people could move to new areas with ease. Fun fact: the longest continuous stretch of the interstate system is I-90 from Boston to Seattle, covering 3,020 miles. The interstates also had a profound impact on American culture. With the ability to travel long distances quickly, the road trip became a beloved pastime. Suddenly, it was possible to pack up the car and hit the road for a weekend getaway, without worrying about the time it would take to get there. The 1950s and 1960s were considered the golden age of the American automobile, and this was the time when the car culture was born. The world was seen as the car's oyster. Gas was cheap, new cars were rolling off the assembly line, and the nation was in love with their cars. The music and movies of that era celebrated the freedom and excitement of hitting the road, and it became a great way to escape everyday life. But while the interstates were a major accomplishment, they were also the start of new problems. The growth of automobile dependence and the environmental consequences of cars became pressing issues that needed to be addressed. In the next section, we'll explore the advancements that were made to address these issues and modern highways development.
As the world changed, so did our roads. The highways of today are not the same as the highways of the past. Advancements in technology and materials have allowed us to build stronger, safer, and more sustainable roads. This section will take a look at the ways in which our highways have evolved and the exciting new developments that are taking place on the roadways of the future. Firstly, with the increasing concern for the environment, we started to see a shift in the materials and construction techniques used to build our highways. This includes the use of recycled materials, like reclaimed asphalt pavement, and new technologies like warm mix asphalt, which is less energy intensive to produce and can reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Also, the incorporation of green infrastructure like rain gardens or bioswales to help improve the water quality, reduce erosion, and improve aesthetic of roadsides. Secondly, we are now seeing an increasing focus on making our highways smarter. Smart highways are roadways that are equipped with sensors, cameras, and other technologies that can collect data and use it to improve safety, reduce congestion, and make the roads more efficient. For example, intelligent transportation systems (ITS) are used to monitor and manage traffic flow, which can help reduce accidents and improve travel times. Finally, the future of highways is inextricably linked to the future of transportation, and that future looks self-driving. Self-driving cars have the potential to revolutionize the way we think about transportation, and highways are being designed with this future in mind. With autonomous cars, the need for traffic lights and road signs could be reduced and highways could be designed with fewer on- and off-ramps. While the highways of today may be different from the highways of the past, they are still an essential part of our everyday lives. Without them, we wouldn't be able to travel to work or school, visit friends and family, or go on that much-needed road trip. So, let's raise a glass to the modern highways, and all the advances that have been made to make them safer, smarter, and more sustainable.
We've come to the end of our journey through the history of America's highways. We've seen how they've evolved from dirt paths to modern, sustainable roadways, and how they've impacted our society, culture, and the way we live. From the early days of horse-drawn carriages, to the golden age of car culture, and finally to the present, where we're on the brink of a new era of transportation with self-driving cars. The story of America's highways is one of progress and innovation, but also one of challenges and setbacks. It is a story that continues to evolve with time. The highways of today are a vital part of our lives, and they will continue to be in the future. They connect us to the places we need to go, and the people we love. They allow us to travel to new places, see new things, and make new memories. So, let's raise a glass to the highways that connect us all, and the future that lies ahead. Before we go, we want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll be back soon with more interesting and informative videos.